Indianapolis regionals are coming up, and it's been crazy. We opened registration, and we capped out in Masters. I'm stressed, but it's a good stress.
It is nice to, finally be back on top after the start of the season.
Regan is in his last senior year, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing him again. I haven't played him in a long time, and it's gonna be interesting to see how it goes.
It is funny. When I tell people, they're like, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I'm a Pokemon judge. And they're like, you're a Pokemon what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a Pokemon judge. It's so good to actually be back in that scene.
Having close friends in Pokemon is the game. That's why I love it so much.
The goal for me is to finish #1 in North America. Currently, I'm 5th right now, and Isaiah is just right under me in 7th.
Every single NAIC have been right before Worlds. It's always been that last crunch time for some of the players. So the pressure is on. So this is a little bit of the fan art that I have received. They know I love me some Eevees, and so they draw me Eevees. I got this for my birthday. My partner Pokemon would probably be Eevee. Hey Pokemon people, Mikey here, and welcome to my channel. It's been a while. I love that Eevee is basically a chameleon. It can be whatever it wants, and I relate to that. I like to be able to always do different things, be wherever I want to be. That's the type of person I am. I'm always trying to be helpful, but I'm super excited. I'm about to go to NAICs, and I have an assortment of booster packs for you guys. So let's see what we get, all right? I have a pretty big family. I am the youngest of 11, and we have over 37 grandkids. Okay. I did. The biggest impact, I would say, on my life has been my mother. She has been the true strength of who I am. There we go. This actually is a picture of us.
There you are.
I don't look awkward enough. I'm adorable. Look at that.
You are adorable there.
She is kind. She is helpful. That woman would do anything for anyone. Didn't matter who it was. She was the PTA mom, the booster mom. That woman is an amazing woman. My mom had a stroke in 2004, and I was one of her main caregivers, and I took care of her through going through college, and I had ended up tearing my ACL and needed reconstruction surgery on my knee. With me not being able to take care of my mom, my sister stepped in, and then I moved to my other sister's house, and in the back room there was Pokemon cards from my brother-in-law. I asked my brother-in-law, I was like, what are you doing with the Pokemon cards? And he's like, I play with my one friend every once in a while. And I was like, we should start playing again. We started building decks, and we decided to go to our first tournament. We did awful, but we had learned a whole lot. We started going to a Pokemon League. I wanted to become a league leader, so I started becoming a league leader, and then everything just progressed from there. So if all the rest of these packs are not good packs, I'm not going to be upset at all about it. Let's see. Well, if you guys are going to North America ICs, you guys should definitely stop and see me over in the side event area and play some sides.
I'm driving. You're driving?
I am.
Columbus, here we come.
The North American International Championships historically has always been the largest tournament of the year anywhere in the world. I'm expecting to get close to 2,000 players here, but it's certainly the international championship with the highest prestige.
because it's many people's last shot at Worlds, like this is literally the last tournament before the World Championships, people will just get really weird with it. You know, they'll bring the text they've been saving, they'll bring like the strategies they've been working on for months to just try and throw it all out there.
Well, Indy was a great event for all these guys. All of them converted into day 2 or better. You've got to take that momentum, continue to put on the jets to show everybody you can stay at the top. As soon as you let back, as soon as you ease up, somebody is waiting right behind you to take over your spot and show that they've got what you don't.
Our group boot camped for about a week and a half prior to this tournament. We were at our friend Xander's house in Chicago, and we played a scary amount of games.
I'm feeling really good. I'm 4-0. Just have to win 2 more, and we should be locked for top 8. The rest of the crew's actually doing pretty hot. Bradner, Isaiah is 4-0. John's 4-0.
Yeah, no, I was pretty relaxed going into this one. And people have told me I do better when I'm relaxed, which is 100% true, but I'm just gonna try to lock up this day 2 spot. I need to win one of my next 3. This is the best any deck has felt, in my hands at least, the entirety of the season. So yeah, no, I'm feeling good.
Kaya bounced back really well after EUIC, after a pretty subpar performance. Took that energy, took that motivation of saying, I don't want to be in that spot ever again, and went on a tear at special events and regionals, pretty much being close to the bubble, if not top cutting, almost every single event. And that is a feat for any player in any division to be that consistent with performance, shows how strong of a player you are. There's no stopping Kaya right now.
I think the hardest part of the season has been the beginning. Now, after the pressure kind of has gotten a little less, I really started to enjoy the last tournaments I played.
Okay, so do you know what you're hitting next round? I saw Kaya was 401.
Yeah.
Regan and I first played against each other in 2016, the first IC in London, and we talked a little bit after our match and then before top 8.
So going into our 8th round, we knew that it was a 50-50 chance I get paired against her, and she didn't think it was the best matchup for her.
So IDing, intentionally drawing, is when 2 players agree to take a tie for the match. We see this in most cases when players are in their last or second to last round of an event and want to secure themselves a spot in top cut. It's not a bad thing at all. It shows that players care about having each other side by side when the competition is about to get tough in top cut. It's there to show that they're willing to take that next step with them into cut and battle it out as rivals and as friends.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
And we're playing your top 8 rounds.
Way to go. So you're in for sure.
Yeah.
What's her record?
She's on the bubble. She's guaranteed top 16 now.
I think the ID was safer than playing and losing. I still would have been top 16 safe both times, but I just wanted to ID the round, and I started to notice that I was getting tired maybe a little bit, so I just wanted the ID and then see if I bubble into top 8.
See you, Mikey.
It's good to see you too.
Mikey is actually one of the judges who I know very well. He always wishes me good luck at events, asks how I'm doing.
How'd you do?
In top 8.
Okay,
6-1-1. Thank you.
Yes, he's able to ID.
So I know he's definitely enjoyed watching me grow as a player and just doing well.
Yeah, Mikey's always been there. He's just, he's always been this, like big, lovable guy that everyone just likes.
Mikey is a really well-known judge. He's been on the game for years, so I think players go to him to ask questions, to know rulings. He's very famous in the game.
Mikey just has that presence about him. You feel comfortable, whether you just met him yesterday or you've been friends with him for 20 years.
Yeah, I took those out.
Yeah. Because Jimmy and Mike are the 2 worst spots to sit.
Actively taking.
Oh yeah.
That's a bad.
Jimmy's
out for round 1.
I'm so
That's your right-hand spoon, Sarah. You're gonna grab that first.
I swear.
Right, don't look at me.
I'll just...
There's a running joke between friends that his charisma stat is maxed out. Even when he's not in a good mood or not, having a great day, you'd never know to look at him. He is always, the kindest, most caring individual.
At the beginning of COVID, I started off like, okay, well, if we're going into lockdown, let me start planning out videos and let's get my YouTube channel together. Let's help build these formats. And it didn't happen that way at all.
You can tell that he's struggling, but he's doing his best to, you know, put on a brave face, and it was hard to watch.
Like, almost from the beginning, like, it started off, my basement flooded. And that put me into a really, like, sad place because I lost a lot of Pokemon stuff. That meant a lot to me. Fans used to give me Eevees, and I had them start signing the Eevees. And so I have a lot of Eevees that's been damaged, which is so sad. And then just barely getting through that, I lost my sister unexpectedly. Then I lost a cousin, then I lost an aunt, and then the luck of my family was just terrible through the past couple years. In total, we ended up losing 14 family members within 2 years. It was a lot. And it put me in a really, like, dark place of, like, me not wanting to do anything. And it seemed like it was so much.
Going through all these issues for Mikey, without having Pokemon as its backbone, it was just trying to be there, being the understanding ear for him that he usually is for everybody else.
He takes on so much and from so many people in different places. It doesn't necessarily allow himself the time in the room to handle his own struggles. We're here to help. We're a family, and you need help, and that's okay.
So I'll play second. Angst gehabt, I'm eighth? I'm eighth?
I think so. Actually, hold on.
Wait, am I?
I think so.
You're in?
Great,
I'm gonna go.
It's always very nice to make top 8 at a tournament where you know that there are a lot of good players.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
Eighth.
Yeah. Big go, congratulations.
And they're not playing against each other.
Yeah, you gotta wait, right?
I still have pictures from London 2016.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's neat.
That's so neat, about like this.
I know, well, she's still taller.
I started 401 on day 1, and on the next day I just had to win 1 match. So that was a great feeling. I was really happy then.
So, is this the game 3 maybe?
It's game 2 or the really long game 2 or game 3. We don't know.
Well, I lost top 8 then because it was also my fault in the second game, and then in the third game I just bricked. But I'm very happy that I placed as well in the tournament with 130 players. So it was probably the best tournament I was at.
So I was super confident going to my top 4 match, and I ended up playing against a top senior from Brazil, who I've known since juniors. Drizzle. I was drawing as hot as just about any deck could draw, especially for not being as consistent as any Arceus deck I've played. Hitting everything turn 2 was going pretty much perfect. Is it okay if I play these at the same time? So level ball and quick ball away energy. I was able to take it down in game 3. Super close, came down to a Roxanne, and I ended up drawing boss for game.
During day 1, I went 801 during Swiss, and I finished as the first seed. During the day, you could talk to anyone in the group. I was telling them, I was like, this is the one. Like, my hands feel so good. Like, everything feels like it's flowing perfectly. And in round 13 and 14, these were key rounds for me because if I were able to win any of those, but I hit pretty even matchups.
It's okay. You're in the same position you were in going into this round.
Yeah. I don't have a top 8 post-COVID, which is something that I was really trying to get at NAIC. I got 10th there, which I'm still very proud of that finish. 10th out of almost 1,200 people. Doing well at a tournament is a combination of luck and skill. I know I've got the skill. I know I can beat pretty much anybody. I've done it before. I've been there before. It's just a matter of, trusting the process and waiting for your time to come.
Top 8 was probably one of the most nerve-wracking matchups of my career because in top 4, you get like a Pikachu trophy, a nice little Pikachu trophy. And so it was huge for me that I was playing for that trophy, my first one in Masters. So Brian Kim is Arceus Centellion, right? Right, so what does he have? So he has does he have Rod?
Yeah, he should.
He has Rod?
He has Rod.
That's all. He's sweep tweaking. Everything we do in this game, we try to do it together. So when Isaiah's up there, it feels like we're up there, just the same. Let's go! We're constantly analyzing what his options are. We're in the crowd thinking as if we are also in the game with Isaiah.
Doesn't feel great. I think it's got to be a retreat and just hope that Isaiah doesn't have a way to win the game.
He makes a really good play or he gets a good draw in the round. We are very energetic.
Let's go! Isaiah just needs a boss's orders to win and move on to the finals. Does he have it? Level ball grabs Drizzile, and if there's boss in the deck, which there is, Isaiah Bradner brings up an Arceus and takes the KO, moving on to the finals.
Saturday night and even this morning before the tournament, getting emotional just standing there thinking that I had actually done it. I had gone here, I had played so much Pokemon, I had prepared for the past month, and then I was in finals the next day.
What did I say?
The night before, me and Sam Shen actually, the test hands I was just drawing is probably the best hands that I could possibly be drawing. We were all going crazy.
Oh, it's a good hand! Oh my god, that's turn 2 mustard for sure.
Because I shout.
That might be one of the best hands I've seen playing this deck. I played 9 rounds of that deck. Have you seen this man?
He will start.
He has 4 cards! This is unreal!
Just being away from the community itself, we see each other so much that we go beyond just being friends and acquaintances. We're actually a family. It's surreal. I'm still trying to get used to it. I had loved ones. I had people, Pokémon-Family, contacting me, checking on me. Other people getting my address and sending me things, sending me product to try and replace the product that I lost. They're sending me letters and cards to try and make me feel better. I'm truly grateful for the love and support that those people sent me during that time. It helped a whole lot. Just having friends.
So, have you guys played Raid before?
No. We're really interested to see how it works, though.
It's going to be me against all 4 of you guys, okay?
That's a pretty
You guys
good
are going to take your turns together.
Whenever I judge inside events and we're running around doing all kinds of things, it brought back a whole bunch of joy to me.
Here we go. Tails. Heal all damage from all your Pokemon. Okay, that's how I win. I just figured out. All right. I resolve everything. I don't have any damage, and it is your turn. Oh, sweet.
United States, Regan
Game 1 was super close. It came down to the wire, and he ended up having a good play to win him the game.
Yeah.
In Game 2, he He drew just about as well as the deck could on turn 1, and my turn 1 wasn't the best.
If Regan can get 2 back-to-back attacks, Rune might fall way too far behind. 2 more prizes going to Regan is going to put him ahead in this game, but also sets up the threat of Roxanne.
I was able to make it last a few turns, but he ended up overpowering me with his cross switchers and knocking out my flying Pikachu.
Here we go, energy, belt, goon, ping 10 more damage, double cross switcher, and Rune wins the North American International.
The fact that everyone showed up and just cheered me on really gave me extra confidence going into it. I'm still very happy with the placement, and everyone in the testing group's just so supportive, you know. And then we were all looking forward to watching Isaiah's final match right after mine.
I was locked in, I was focused, I was very nervous, not about playing in the match itself, but just in the results of the match, just thinking about if I would be able to win it. I knew that I had the ability to, but it was just with the cards fall in my favor.
Without further ado, let's bring them up to the stage. We have Azul Garcia Griego and Isaiah Bradner.
And then I was also just so excited and proud that I was one of the 2 players that had made it to this moment. Game 1, I opened a good hand, and he doesn't, and I pretty much roll him. The game was over almost from turn 2. I just got such a strong start that he couldn't keep up. Game 2 was kind of the opposite. He had a really good opening, and I had a poor one.
This is a little bit of a tough puzzle. We can see Isaiah's having a tough time with what to do this turn. There's so much search of the deck available to him. You can make so many plays. You have so much access to the cards in your list. It can really be hard to iron out exactly what the play is.
I could never get my board set up. I couldn't respond to what he was doing, and so I lost that game pretty early. And then going into game 3, I was going first, so I was confident. In testing, I actually never lost a game going first. I was just sitting there, I was praying like, please, 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 just let me open a playable hand. I remember the thought that went through my head. I was like, oh my gosh, this is how my internationals run is going to end, because my hand was just that bad. And then I couldn't do anything with pass because my hand was so bad. And so my heart kind of plummeted there.
And I don't know that there's anything Isaiah can send up. He says he can't win. Azul Garcia.
I'm going to worry about it when I say that.
Sorry. We figured you would want to know.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
When Isaiah lost that finals match, that wasn't just Isaiah's loss, it was everyone in the group. And I think that's a testament to how close we are and how much we care about each other.
It honestly feels amazing that my last IC I was able to get second in. I wanted first really bad, just to say, you know, I won the last NAIC that I couldn't seniors, but I'm content with second.
It's been an incredible weekend. Pokemon means a lot to me because not only is it a fun game, it has given me tons of opportunities that I wouldn't have had before. It has created a huge support system for me, and they make adorable stuff. And I like adorable things. The World Championships is finally here.
We are so excited to be here. It is the first World Championships in Europe.
When you go to Worlds for the first time, when you get that experience, you're never gonna forget it.
After this NAIC, I'm definitely really confident going into Worlds. I feel like I know the format really well.
I'm definitely getting nerves that I haven't felt in a while.
This moment is 3 years in the making. I feel like I'm at the top of my game. Me and the guys have been discussing decks and building them better than ever, and so hopefully I can take this one down.
I'm very excited, of course, trying to keep the title in Germany. And yeah, I'm excited for the tournament. I'm, of course, also nervous.
If you're a world champion, even if you top 4, top 8 worlds, you become sort of immortal in the game. It's every player's dream to ultimately hoist that Pikachu trophy at the end of the tournament, and it's mine as well.